Welcome back to Notre Dame Day. I'm Ann Thompson. Joining us now is Notre Dame junior Frances Neunuebel from the Kansas City area. At the age of 11, Frances was diagnosed with a brain tumor that was surgically removed at Boston Children's Hospital. The tumor later proved to be malignant. After enduring 6 weeks of daily radiation and 9 months of chemotherapy, she went into remission and now she's giving back. Frances, it is just a real treat to meet you and welcome to Notre Dame Day.
I'm so honored to be here.
Oh, well, we're so glad to have you. First of all, what are you studying?
So I am a neuroscience and behavior major here at Notre Dame.
And is that connected to your experience?
A little bit.
Yeah.
So when I'd always been interested in science, and when I was diagnosed, I was asking a lot of questions about my tumor to my oncologist, such as, what color is it? Can I see one? Where did it come from? How long was it in my head? And so he finally just said, why don't you just come in my lab and look at one? And from there, I kind of got the research bug and started working with him in his lab over the summers, and then I came here and they had the neuroscience major and I was like, I can't not do it.
I was watching a video that you did where you said that you didn't get cancer. You feel that God gave you cancer. What purpose did you find in your disease?
So I feel like God allowed me to have cancer because first of all, he knew I could handle it. And second of all, because he knew that through me having cancer, it would not only make me a stronger person, I would be able to touch the lives and help other people much more than any suffering I would incur.
And your suffering didn't just go on for weeks. I mean, you're talking almost a year. So how did you keep a positive attitude through what's really difficult treatment?
Honestly, the part that was the easiest and best part for me was being able to make fun of myself. Because I realized, honestly, this is the only time in my life where I'm going to be bald. So I might as well.
Because you lost all your hair,
yes.
right? Yes.
So I made the best of it. I wore lots of wigs. My older brother, I think, put icing on my head at one point.
Oh, there you are.
And, yeah,
and who's the horse in the picture?
So that is Cowboy. He was my first horse, and I had him when I was diagnosed, and he really was one of the main factors that got me through it.
He actually helped you eat during chemotherapy and radiation, because the radiation basically fried your esophagus, right? So you could only eat.
So at one point, the only thing I was willing to eat or could keep down was those cheese puff balls that come in the giant canisters. And so, of course, being 11 or 12, and I was like, wonder if Cowboy will eat these. And so I started feeding them to him. And so my horse trainer got the idea, for every one Cowboy eats, you have to eat one. So I would feed him these cheese balls, and I would be eating them. And then my horse trainer told me a couple of years later that she would go back to his stall and find a pile of cheese balls in the corner. And he would just kind of hold them in his mouth, and then once I left, would just spit them all out.
It's just amazing how intuitive animals that you love.
He was amazing. He could tell when I was having a good day and could handle them a little more, and then other days when he needed to go a little easier on me.
So you are now doing work in the Notre Dame community with other cancer survivors? What are you doing?
So I'm kind of doing two different things. One of the things I'm doing is through an organization here on campus called Camp Kesem. And so that is a camp that supports children whose parents are affected by cancer. And so being able to work with those kids really means a lot for me, because I saw that through my siblings and watched them grow up so fast. And so Camp Kesem allows me to help those kids, but also I work with Riverbend Cancer Services, and we are piloting the first ever program of its kind in the region, and it's going to be a young adult cancer survivorship program and a support group, because we're the fastest growing population of cancer patients and survivors, because we're the first kids surviving past 5 years. So you could say we're like the guinea pigs, and that comes with a lot of different struggles and that sort of thing. And so being able to be there for each other and relate to each other is going to be something I hope is really incredible.
Well, we are so thrilled that you're a guinea pig, and so thrilled you're a guinea pig that's thriving and doing well. And best of luck to you as you go into your senior year.
Thank you very much.
And as one Lewis chick to another, congratulations,
Thank you very
Frances.
much.
Thank you very much.